It's another important election, and the BMC election is no less than a national election because it obviously draws the focus of the country. This time around, there's talk about the two Thackeray cousins coming together, and that's happened after years, and that's been really the talking point of this election. Joining me now is, of course, Aaditya Thackeray. Aaditya, you've been a minister, you've seen the BMC, I think, right from the start of your politics. In fact, I think one of the first press conferences I covered of yours was in the BMC, and that was also, I think, about animal welfare at that time. From then to now, this journey of, fighting the BMC elections, and I remember one of your older slogans was "Heats the Veer." And do you think this is now the moment?
Yes, I mean, Saurabh, you've covered Mumbai for a long, long time. In between, you were in Bengal, and I'm guessing right after BMC, Bengal politics is going to suck you in again, because that's also very interesting and what's happening there. But you've seen Mumbai over the past decade. You've seen us being in Mumbai's governance for the last 25 years, but you yourself have, I think, covered at least 2 elections of the BMC, 2 elections of the Vidhan Sabha, all of it. I can vouch for this, and I say this with a lot of candidness, that I don't think there's any other party in the country today who has fought as many elections, 2002, 2007, 2012, 2017, and now this one based on our governance from 17 to 22, purely on the basis of work done and what we want to do. As of today, which is 10th of January that we are doing this interview, it's just 5 days to polling day, 3 days to campaigning coming to an end. The BJP has not come out with a manifesto for Mumbai, hasn't come out with anything that they've done in Mumbai or a vision document also. And everywhere that we're going, we're only speaking of the work that we have done or what we want to do, as against the abstract ideas of the BJP.
No, but the Chief Minister says that that credit belongs to us. How would you respond to that?
No, it's quite hilarious because see, what his party abuses us and claims that for the last 25 years nothing has happened and it's only corruption that's happened. The funnier part is they have selective memory. They were with us for 20 out of those 25 years, right? So all throughout from 97 to 2017, they were with us. On the post of the deputy mayor, it was BJP. On the post of the chairman of the improvement committee, it was BJP. And a couple of these chaps who are abusing us today. Improvement committee, BJP. Tree committee, BJP. Education committee, BJP. BST committee, BJP. A lot of these committees alternatively had BJP chairman along with us. So they've been with us for 20 out of those 25 years. Even the last 5 years, from 2017 to 2022, from 2017 to 2019, you were a BJP chief minister. So either nothing has happened as you claim, then you can't claim credit for anything. And if you're claiming credit for our work, then you can't abuse us. No, there's nothing of sharing. I'll show you something. This is the funnier bit. And I'm roaming around with this because the Chief Minister has been claiming that he has built the coastal road. This is the Bhumi Pujan photo of the coastal road. Show me where he is. The BJP had boycotted the Bhumi Pujan of the coastal road. This is the first photo. This is the photo of the tunnel boring machine, India's largest.
Yes.
I had named this Mawla, right? This is what we had started. Can you spot Mr. Fadnavis in any of these photos? This is the starting of the tunneling work. Normally the Chief Minister starts off with the work, but we had asked Ms. Bhire, who is a very good officer, to press the button and start off the work. Show me Mr. Fadnavis in here. This is of the coastal road. Now, this is an entire docket I'm roaming around with. These are all my social media posts in the coastal road, right from the first announcement to
timelines, etc.
Timelines, etc. for Atal Setu, for the coastal road, for everything. Show me Mr. Fadnavis in any of these.
So, one of the things that I'm looking at is, of course, the politics of this election, because that's also very important this time around. The politics suggests that, there could be alignments, realignments, all of that. Maharashtra politics has been unpredictable for the last...
More than alignments, I think it's all misalignments right now. You don't know who's with whom.
So, we are seeing even in this election, the talk has been about, firstly, Uddhav ji and Raj ji coming together, because that was something that I think across the board Sena supporters would have wanted, but it's happened. Now, of course, the opposition, the BJP is saying that, this is because you're losing ground and it's, you're trying to sort of regain that legacy, but that you're losing, or to save that legacy is why you're, sort of coming together. Yeah. So how would you describe that?
So sort of the most important thing in there is when I speak of misalignments, as a voter when I think, when the Shiv Sena aligned with the Congress, the BJP accused us of moving away from Hindutva. The other day, the BJP has aligned itself with the Congress. What has it left behind? Let me take you one step further. The BJP in Akot has aligned itself with its B team, the MIM. Was this even a mathematical or a logical possibility? 3. Faknath Minde's little Toli, little gang has aligned itself with MIM in another city. Now, the funnier part in all this, or rather the more, the joke is on us as voters actually, but what is more important is the BJP that claims to be the forebearer, the torchbearer of Hindutva. The torchbearer of Hindutva is BJP apparently in their mind. The BJP has inducted the prime accused of the Palghar Sadhu murder case in its party right before the Nagarpalika elections. Obviously, there was a very big hue and cry. Some of their own supporters were aghast at it. The media spoke about it. We spoke about it. And in the evening, they said, no, now we have stayed this decision. It's not cancelled. It's stayed. So the man, in effect, is still with the BJP.
And that was a huge political issue at that time.
Right. Now there are two places to this to go with, right? One is either the reason why you've abused us and accused us, we had arrested the whole village that morning. The very morning that this thing happened.
54 if I remember the number.
And the Sarpanch of that village was also BJP. The prime accused was always BJP. Now the prime accused again joined the BJP very openly. If the man is not truly in the case, why did you abuse us and blame us for all of this whole thing? And if he was not guilty, why did you stay the decision? If he is guilty, why did you take him? Because you knew and you've accused everyone else of this whole thing. And if he was not guilty, why did you stay the decision?
Absolutely. And since you brought up Mr. Shinde, I'd like to ask you this question, because we are seeing alliances of all kinds. One also presumes that in a post-poll scenario, assuming that, could the two factions of, the Shiv Sena come together, Mr. Shinde?
There's only one Shiv Sena, which is us. Shinde's, just because a robber or a thief takes your jacket, he doesn't become Saurabh, right? That's the whole point. What Eknath Shinde has done effectively is, because there was a corruption case on him, he came and cried to us on 20th May 2022. June 20th, he ran away. And then he joined the BJP. Everyone who has been accused by the BJP of corruption, everyone in this state, either they're clean and they're fighting the BJP, or two, if they're not clean, they have an iota of proof against that person, the person joins the BJP and becomes a minister. Someone's a deputy chief minister, someone's something else, someone's something else. Now the funnier part again, or the most important part again, Saurabh, in this, is Ajit Dada himself has said that there is an accusation or an allegation against him for 70,000 crore scam. And yet he's sitting in government with Mr. Fadnavis, who accused him of the scam. So now, Mr. Fadnavis retaliated, saying the case is not over and it is yet to be ascertained whether the scam is real or not, and which is why he's allowed him to be DCM in his government. Saurabh, who had raised the scam in the first place? It was Mr. Fadnavis. 2013, who had taken a bullock cart full of evidences to the cops? It was Mr. Fadnavis. What happened to those evidences? What happened to the case? It's been now 2014 to 2026. 12 years, out of which 10 years Mr. Fadnavis has been in government. So he has been fooling the Karyakartas of the Sangh, he has been fooling the Karyakartas of the BJP, and sitting in the position himself, making the Karyakartas fight for him, making the Karyakartas take the battle for him, and he has been enjoying the perks of power.
So, that's what I come at, that because at the end of the day, the Karyakartas may not have a role to play, but if at all the situation arose where, say, Mr. Shinde or wants to join forces. Would that be a possible?
Look, we have full confidence that Mumbai, that has trusted Uddhav Babasaheb Thackeray for the last 25 years, we will win as alliance. Shiv Shakti will win a good majority.
So you
in
won't
Mumbai.
need him, you're saying?
We cannot take criminals with us. We cannot take people who support criminals.
Coming back to alliances again, in Pune, Ajit Dada and Sharad Pawar
Pawars
faction are again
yes.
together. But if they are together in the near future, and if this continues, this togetherness continues, do you think they'll be part of the BJP-led bloc, or do you think they'll be with your bloc?
Frankly, we cannot decide for them. Nonetheless, I think we're not those who will have any issues for a family reunion. Seeing our recent experience and how strong a family coming together makes you, and there's a certain vacuum with your family being estranged or not being with you. So I think, frankly, the BJP is the one party that has a problem with families coming together. We don't have an issue.
All right. Ajit Dada again made an announcement in Pune, which I think was very interesting in terms of Mumbai as well. Free bus and metro rides, I think, in Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad. Is that possible in Mumbai? Is that viable? And you were mentioning something.
Whatever we've done in the past 25 years has been based on financial planning, a financial planning that doesn't collapse with governance. Financial planning that does not need us to go and beg to Delhi. That does not need to, open our arms and ask for arms everywhere. We as a city are confident. We as a city are, we have a pride as Mumbai. And I don't think we need to bow in front of anyone. What Dada's calculation is based on is on how he as the finance minister probably can cross-subsidize. Now the bigger question is, will the CM approve of that? And if the CM approves of that, why is the BJP and NCP fighting separately in Pune?
No.
Plus, Ajit Dada has also been the guardian minister of Pune for the last 6 years. Since 2019 to 2026 now. Why hasn't he brought this scheme earlier? What was he waiting for? It's just like Mr. Fadnavis saying we'll kick out Bangladeshis after winning civic polls. Civic polls are of gutter water meter. So why hasn't Ajit Dada, who's been the finance minister of Maharashtra from 2020 or 2019, been able to crack this in Pune for 6 years?
So, the other thing that I'd like to ask you is that this time around, there is a focus on Mumbai. You've been going back to the Shakhas, but many Shiv Sena watchers have been saying that why is the focus so much on Mumbai? I mean, I know there have been joint rallies in Nashik, today Uddhaji is in Sambhajinagar, but the larger focus has been on Mumbai. Even Thane, they say, has been left out of the whole scheme of things, and it gave you your first Nagar Adhyaksh, Satish Pradhanji, and no one from the Thackeray family was present at the manifesto release for the...
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of local leaders who are strong leaders, good faces locally, who have been campaigning locally. Now in the past 3 to 4 years, I've been visiting Sambhajinagar, Pune, Nasik, Thane, Kalyan Dombli very, very often for all the protests that we are leading for civic issues. But when it comes to Mumbai right now, the way Mumbai is being captured and being given to one person, I won't name him for the sanctity of this thing, but to one person, that is the problem. The way Mumbai has been trying to be weakened by the BJP, that is the problem. Look at the way Chandigarh was trying to be taken from Punjab and Haryana and taken away to Delhi as NCR and full union territory. That's the way they want to implement things in Mumbai. And that is where the fight for Mumbai, which is Maharashtra's capital, comes into being. This is about Mumbai's asmita. This is about Mumbai's astitva.
And, again, so herein the question that many have been asking is that perhaps the campaign could have been wider. That, many say that, yes, Marathi Manus has been the long-standing position of the Shiv Sena. But if it had been, would it have been wiser to widen the net, look beyond?
I mean, who started the debate about the Marathi, non-Marathi issue? The issue of whether the mayor of Mumbai will be Marathi was never debated for decades. Not even the Congress debated it ever. For the first time ever, the BJP has brought this up. We are not saying that we are against anyone. We're not saying that this is against that one, that is against this one. We're not saying kick these guys out or kick those guys out. Everyone who's born in Mumbai or anyone who comes here with a dream, loves this city, is a true Mumbaikar. And this is about everyone who's a Mumbaikar. Mumbai in the past 3 years has been looted, has been plundered by the BJP, left, right, center. A simple thing like the waste user fee. Never in the history of Mumbai did you have a waste user fee which the BJP wants to put through the BMC. Never was the BST collapsing like the way it is for privatization of the BST. The fares have tripled. Now, those people, Saurabh, who stand in a line to catch a BST bus for 40 minutes, for 50 minutes, or 1 hour, delay their going home and cannot afford to pay the tickets that have tripled. They are everyone. There is no label to them. They are Hindu, they are Muslim, they are Jains, they are Punjab, they are Sikh, they are Buddhist, they are Marathis, they are non-Marathis, they are from Rajasthan, they are from Bihar, they are from UP, they are from Punjab, they are from Kerala, they are from Karnataka. But they are all Mumbaikars chasing a dream and being plundered by the BJP. That is what the fight is about. Where it comes to Marathi, is about this, that in the past 3 years, if you see, Marathi families in Mumbai have been denied a home in buildings that have become ghettos, supported by the BJP, because they are Marathis. Or apparently, oh, you eat non-vegetarian food, you are Marathi, we won't give you a house here. How is it fair for anyone to come into our city, the capital of Maharashtra, and start bullying us? That is the only fight. It is not against anyone. And therefore, anyone who's a true Mumbaikar understands this. And this is going to be the next battle in Bengal. Because as is in Maharashtra, in Bengal too, I think during Navratri, there are sects of Hindus who eat non-vegetarian food. How can your Hindutva be the same as my Hindutva? My Hindutva or my Hinduism or my religion of Hindu, being Hindu, allows me to have something as non-vegetarian during Prasad or during Navratri. Why are you enforcing your beliefs and your culture onto me? This is a battle about not one against the other, but it's about the BJP imposing its electoral Hindutva, that is its facade, onto us to win our votes.
We're talking politics, so let me stick on with that before I come back to one important issue that I know is very close to you. The fact is that I think Mr. Fadnavis was recently quoted as saying that, also while criticizing, saying that the Thackeray's will never be outdated. So is rapprochement with the BJP at all possible? Because you've been allies for so many years as well. And in politics, there are no permanent friends and enemies. We know that. So
no, but there are some things that are not negotiable. Like, for example, they're the party that's taken the key accused, the prime accused of the Palghar Sadhu murder case into their party. He's not yet been sacked. He's not yet been arrested. Non-negotiable. The way industries are being moved out of Maharashtra to benefit Gujarat, not negotiable. If anyone's going naturally to Gujarat, we're happy for that. There are many industries who are seeing the kind of corruption in Maharashtra, who have a natural way out. They're either going to Tamil Nadu, they're going to Karnataka, they're going to Andhra, they're going to Telangana. Why they're not staying in Maharashtra? Because everyone is fed up with the BJP's corruption in Maharashtra. In the history of independent India, I think this is the most corrupt government.
Now, the other thing I'd like to ask you, that the alliance with the Congress didn't work out, and many partners of the Congress feel that the Congress weighs them down. Mamata Banerjee in Bengal has been very clear about that. This time around, do you think, and I think the Shiv Sena has been very open about this, that is the Congress not fighting together with you to your advantage or to your disadvantage? And do they actually weigh down alliance?
Look, as far as being in the India Alliance goes, yes, we are a part of the India Alliance, right? In the state too, as the opposition, we're fighting a corrupt government, a dictatorial government. That onslaught from them, we're all fighting together. But when it comes to Mumbai and a couple of other cities, I think the Congress has taken their own perspective, their own stand. And that's for them to decide, because they have multiple leaders, they have multiple thoughts within the party going on, multiple perspectives. Some of them confused of whether to ally or not. They're open to take their own stand. But at least they did not betray us like the BJP did.
So I'm saying that vis-a-vis the Congress's position, do you think they weigh you down or do they not?
I don't think, it's not fair to say that right now, only because we've had a split in the BMC. We've never back-talked anyone, thrash-talked anyone. Like I said, the Congress has its many leaders in Mumbai. Many leaders have their own ways of doing things. So there's
lack of space to fight together.
More than lack of space, I think there's a lack of decision-making at the Congress city level, and that's why they've taken their own decision.
The one thing that I want to come back to, and this is a civic issue that everyone should be talking about. I'm going to come back to water, and I'm going to come back to air then,
When it comes to water, I want to commend the NDTV journalist who asked Kailash Vijayvargiya about,
Anurag.
Yes, Anurag, I think. It is commendable that in today's times, that a channel and a journalist can ask questions without an agenda, and an important question purely on civic issues without giving a political tinge to it. Having been in the seat of a minister, being asked such questions which are purely civic based without a political tinge, I think that is very important, that it's truly commendable journalism.
Thank you. So I'd like to ask you, when it comes to water, one of the projects that we've been talking about is, the Gargai Pinjal
Yes.
water project. And that's also seen a little bit of back and forth between the BJP
Correct, yeah.
and your party. The BJP says, they were the ones who are now, actually fast-tracked it. They said it was, put on hold because of trees being cut. But they said that should have been decided at the planning stage. So how do you respond to that?
I'll give you the scale of the issue as against what the solution was. The Gargai Pinjal Dam, or the Gargai Dam and the interlinking of Gargai Pinjal rivers, was first pitched by us in 2002, the year Mr. Vajpayee started speaking about interlinking of rivers. In the middle, we made two other dams which sort of sufficed our water supply needs, the Middle Vaitana Dam and one more dam. Along the entire timeline of planning the Gargai Pinjal Dam, because it is slightly complicated, it needs the Gargai River to be interlinked with the Pinjal River. Now that has its own cost, has its own cost of bringing things together, environmental cost and financial cost, right? And time. So bringing two rivers together, interlinking them, bringing them to a catchment area is the first cost of energy, time and money. The next is to hack 6 lakh trees in Tansa Wildlife Sanctuary to create the catchment area for the dam. Now in today's world where we are facing a climate emergency, are we moving away from monsoon dependency by building another dam in a time of erratic monsoons? The solution to that, which we had started off, was we'd put this dam on the back burner because you don't really need that and the capacity is very low. We had assigned a land, I'd handed over an MTDC land which was not being used to the BMC, free of cost, without a single tree, used for desalination. Now desalination would have given us 450 million litres of water per day. The dam project will take us at least 10 years. This project would have taken 2 years, maximum 3 years. By now, had they gone ahead with the project we had started off with desalination, we would have got 400 million litres of water per day by 2025 end. And the expansion capacity is another 200 million litres per day, so 600 million litres a day through desal. And most importantly, the byproduct would have been electricity generation. So what is the BJP thinking when it comes to basic common sense and civic sense in administration?
And last question, air. When it comes to air, Mumbai's AQI today is a worry, a concern. In 2012, in your manifesto, as early as that, you said Mumbai would be dust-free. 2026, we are circling back to the same topic. Realistically, what can be done, and have we missed the bus in so many years?
Sort of from 2012 to now, 2013 was the first time we placed orders for 6 electric buses, probably the first city in India to do so for a public transport fleet. Now, if you look at the EV policy we brought in 2021 in the capacity of being a minister, that is still being followed and replicated by many other states across India. In fact, the Niti Aayog person, Mr. Amitabh Kant, had come down to a cabinet meeting, praised it too. The Mumbai Climate Action Plan, I think that has to be activated. We're probably the only government that has saved 15,000 hectares of mangrove forests in 11 months. So all of these things are going on. And air, what is more fearful is by mistake, if the BJP has its mayor in Mumbai, by mistake and God forbid, you will have another Rekha Gupta sitting over our heads, not knowing the difference between IQ and AQI, not knowing how to measure AQI, and the BJP really not wanting to tackle this whole problem. Look at the way they wanted to hack and cut down Aravalis. Kudos to the people of Rajasthan who stood by Aravalis.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Aaditya Thackeray. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.